Hi guys, my name's Addie and welcome to this week's video. This is not what I wear and this is a little sneak peek of what happens in this video because I am an idiot and deleted the footage of the intro. Because this is like a week later. I'm so stupid. That was literally so dumb of me. So I'm refilming it. I can't pretend like it didn't happen. Like I can't just be like, oh, like pretend it didn't happen because like you could obviously see that it happened. That just adds on to this video, since I know it already happened, is such a chaotic endeavor that I've went on, and this just is the cherry on top, to be honest, because I decided to do a spring cleaning video, just unhauling some books and reorganization of my books because it was starting to get really overwhelming for me. And there were so many books on my TBR that I bought when I was like, because I have so many books because I've like that I have not read because I've been collecting books since I was like 14, 15, 16. Like, so those books when I bought at that time, I really no longer have an interest in now because I'm 20 now, and I still have those books and now they're just overwhelming me. So in this video I will be getting rid of some books and I will be showing you guys which books I am deciding to get rid of, as well as reorganizing my shelves and kind of fixing it up a little bit. Mostly because I love my TBR cart and I felt like it was getting really hidden back there, and I love my TBR cart and I just wanted it to be displayed. And so you guys will see all of that in this video. I'm so sorry that you can obviously see what ends up, but the rest of the video is me going through my books and showing you guys the unhaul and explaining how I organized. But yeah, I'm sorry my intro got deleted. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this week's video and we'll just get into it. Okay, as I'm on 3 stacks now done, and I feel like it's gone down quite a bit. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 20 books so far that I'm getting rid of, and I feel like that's pretty good. And I think what I'm gonna do too when I finish this is I'm not gonna stop with the unhaul. I'm gonna do a whole reorganization because it's literally just like I throw them on the wall, and I kind of want a system. I don't know what that system's gonna be yet. Maybe by genre. I'm thinking by genre, because like if I'm like, oh, I'm in the mood for like a fantasy, I'm like, I can go pick from that shelf, and like I feel like it'll help me like not forget about books, because like once I get to the bottom of the stack I'm like, I totally forget. So I think that's what I'm gonna do afterwards, and I think on the cart I'll put like books I'm most excited for, like ones I need to get to the most, and I don't know, we're gonna figure it out. we're all done with that. And I think I made a good dent. Like, these were like all the way here. I feel like here the stacks have just gone way down, which is making me feel a lot better. A new stack of the unhauls, which we're gonna go through. I also have these new books that need to go on the shelves. I think we're gonna do, this is so chaotic. Genuinely one of my most chaotic videos. Like, all of it's like the way I organize like always makes sense in my head. I have no idea if this would make sense to anyone else. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna think a little bit about how I want to organize each stack. Like this cart, okay, so the way I already do it, this is TBR and this is series. This is so hard. I guess we'll see. I'm gonna start just organizing and see how that goes. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do now. I thought about it, I started doing it and didn't realize I didn't press play. But this is gonna stay the same, and this whole cart is going to be books that I'm like looking forward to or like slash want to get to. And this is like the actual monthly TBR, and these are just things I have my eye on. And then I'm gonna move this out and then move these stacks in so those don't kind of get lost over there. And then the rest of the stacks I'm going to do by genre. It's quite a project. So I have my books down here. So far, these are the ones I have so far. These are just kind of sitting there, and I'm trying to figure out through these stacks which ones go here. Oh crap, I definitely should have moved this out to where I wanted it to be before putting the books on. That would have been really smart of me. Oh my god, there's too many books. Never thought I'd say that, but there is such a thing, and I think I've hit it. Oh, this is gonna be hard because I have like all my wires connected to this, so let's see how I can make this work. So we're gonna move this. Now this is gonna sit here. Then my chair is gonna go here. Let's keep putting the books on. It is finished. I'm really sorry if all that footage was just so chaotic. Like, I just had books falling all over me and I was like, I need to get this done. So the way I have it now, I'm much more this side, but you can see clearly the cart, which is what I wanted. This is still a TBR, this is still series unfinished. These are all the books that are like pretty highly on my radar, and when I do my monthly TBR videos, I'm still gonna look at the entire thing. It's just like these are kind of at the forefront, and I'm gonna be switching them in and out all the time. So, and then back here is behind the chair. You literally can't even see them anymore. Like, the book wall's just kind of behind everything, but I feel like that makes it less overwhelming to me because I can't physically see it all the time. So in my head, these are just the TBR, you know? Yeah, I kind of like it that way, I think. And I decided not to do it by genre because you literally can't even see them, so it really doesn't even matter. I'm gonna tell you about the books I'm unhauling. The First one is Skin of the Night by C.K. Bennett. A lot of these are just because my book tastes have changed. Like, I'm not really into like super dark romance anymore or like anything like that. Like, I just don't think this fits my reading taste anymore. Lore by Alexandra Bracken. It just doesn't really intrigue me. I don't get excited to read it. Aurora Rising by Jay Kristoff and Amy Kaufman, which it really pains me because Aurora is the name of my cat, and that's literally the reason I bought this book. But I've heard really sketchy things about Jay Kristoff, so I'm like, I don't really even have an interest anymore. The next book is literally what made me want to do this entire thing anyway, and it's Haunting Adeline. And I bought this like years ago and I had no idea what it was, and now that like I've been told what goes down in this book, I have zero desire to read it, and I know I never will. So The Distraction by Morgan Elizabeth, because I bought this book because I read the Christmas version in this series a couple years ago and I really liked that. Again, like, I just don't think anymore that I like it enough to be like, oh, I'm gonna read an entire series, so I just don't care anymore. The next book is Bad Girl Reputation by Elle Kennedy. I read the first book of the series, I can't remember what it was, and I remember feeling very meh about it, and I bought the second one on like an impulse, and I know I'm never gonna read it. So American Queen by Sierra Simone, again, does not interest me. It's just kind I've read Sierra Simone before, like, I know it's literally just plain smut, and that's not really my vibe anymore. The Legacy by Elle Kennedy. I just don't think, like, I love the Off Campus series and like it holds such a near and dear place to my heart, but I don't think if I read it now I'd have those same feelings. And I've heard things about stuff that goes down in this book, and I'm like, I kind of just want the characters to stay the way that I remember them, so I kind of just want to ruin it for me by reading The Legacy. And then To Love Jason Thorne by Ella Maisie. I am getting rid of this because I read the first chapter, I remember, like a year ago, and I didn't even like it then, and that was when I was really liking romance, so I have a feeling I'm not gonna like it now. Lilac by Vivi Reed, same thing. I think this is like reverse harem, I don't know. I just don't particularly care for that anymore. Oh my god, that little black blob is my cat walking through the cart. She's very, do you like the new setup? So I'm gonna do that. Too Good to Be Real, just a romantic comedy. The premise doesn't interest me. I've never, since buying it years ago, I've ever reached for it. So Confess by Colleen Hoover. Colleen Hoover has gotten a lot of hate recently, and I agree her books are not the best thing in the world, but they were what kind of like one of the first books that kind of got me into liking romance, or like expanding my palette. It kind of led me into other books, so I do hold some of her books, like they're kind of special to me, but I just don't think that's my reading taste anymore, so I'm just getting rid of my Colleen Hoover books. I know I'm never gonna read them. Next, Illuminate by, again, Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Same thing, heard very sketchy things about Jay Kristoff, and like this looks really cool, but like I've just never like felt like a strong urge to read it. So that's one of the ones that I bought like probably around 15 or 16, so I've just had it for so long. It's like I haven't read it now, probably never will. Getaway Girl by Tessa Bailey. Just don't think that I'm ever gonna reach for this, which kind of sucks because like her name's Addison and my name is Addison, but oh my god, it's set in Charleston though. I've been going through a Charleston phase. Okay, I might keep this one because it's Charleston and she has my name. Like, it might just be a good palate cleanser. See, this is why it's good to go through them. Misconduct by Penelope Douglas. I just don't care for Penelope Douglas. I read like Punk 57 and Birthday Girl like really like years and years ago, like when they were super popular on like BookShock, and like looking back, like that was before I had anything to compare anything to, and like those books definitely were really bad, so I'm just never gonna read them, and I do not care to read any more of their books. First Love Takes Two by Sajni Patel. Again, it's just kind of like I'm kind of getting rid of those rom-coms that I bought when I was like really high in my rom-com phase, because I'm not really huge into rom-coms anymore. I like romances, but I need something a little bit more, because I love like Lynn Painter, and like I have certain authors I really enjoy, but I'm not like going out of my way to like find new rom-com authors anymore. So Colleen Hoover, Layla, same thing, just don't think I'll care for this. Priest by Sierra Simone. Again, the Sierra Simone, like this is kind of like darker romance. Like I just don't really like dark romance. I think I've realized that about myself, and I just don't think I'm gonna like this book at all. Same thing, Corrupt Penelope Douglas, dark romance, and Penelope Douglas, so I know I'm not gonna like this, so I'm not even gonna try it. I have Conventionally Yours by Annabeth Albert. Same thing, owned it for years, never reached for it once. Boyfriend Material by Alexis Hall. This is kind of a theme, like literally owned it for years, never reached for it. If We Ever Meet Again by Anne Huang, and I love Anne Huang, but I just don't think I'm ever gonna reach for this. Like, I like her Twisted series, and I think this is one of her first ones, and I just don't think I'm ever going to read this. Puck Shy by Tegan Hunter. Even when I tried to read a few chapters of this, even when I was really obsessed with romance, and I didn't really like it then, so I know I'm not gonna like it now. Credence by Penelope Douglas. I don't even need to talk about this. You guys know. The Layover by Lacey Walden. Literally just never in my life have even felt the inkling to read this. Second First Impressions. I've heard a couple things about this. I loved Sally Thorne back when I read The Hating Game, like years and years ago, so that's when I bought this. But I also read her other book, 99% Mine, and I didn't love it, so I just don't think I'm gonna like this. And I've heard a couple things about it where I'm just like, so. The Royals Next Door by Karina Halley. I just don't think I'm ever gonna read it, to be honest. I've never reached for it. Sinner, same thing as Priest. Hopeless by Colleen Hoover, same thing, just not really, I don't really vibe with Colleen Hoover anymore. The Singles Table by Sarah Deze, I read another one of her books, and I felt kind of okay about it when I did read it, and then it's part of like the interconnected standalones, but like now I know I'm not gonna care about it at all because I can't even remember anyone from that book. I can't remember anything from the other book, and I remember feeling mediocre about it, so I just don't really care to read this. And then Too Late by Colleen Hoover, same thing, just not reading a lot of Colleen Hoover these days. So those are all the books I am unhauling, and I feel so much better, to be honest. I feel better about having my cart here, and I like having much smaller stacks back there. I'm getting rid of a total of 30 books, which I feel is good. Like, I feel like that's a good chunk. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this incredibly chaotic, very unorganized organization video. I just kind of wanted to show you guys like how I was reorganized, because I do this every once in a while, especially around spring. I definitely feel so much lighter, and I also now have room back here to like get more books, so I'm really excited about that. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm really sorry that it was kind of insane. Sorry, my camera died. But yeah, that's pretty much the organization now in the haul. I don't know why, like I kind of like the chaoticness of not doing it by genre, just because like I feel like it really doesn't matter when it's behind my chair. But I am very excited about the way my cart is now. Like, I like to be able to see it, and I like to be able to grab at it. Like, I feel like I'm not like going deep into it this time. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out, and I feel much better now that I'm getting rid of some books, because I just know I'm never gonna read them. And I hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. I'm so sorry that it was so chaotic. I felt chaotic doing it. Like, whenever I'm not like a chill cleaner, like I can't just like casually clean. It's always like an ordeal, and it's always like me just freaking out about it and like overthinking it. It's never like a chill thing. So, but I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fabulous week, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.